Now, the American comedian Kevin Hart was supposed to be performing in Egypt as part of a regional tour, but his show has been cancelled, reportedly over comments he made about the race of ancient Egyptians. Well, Emma Oliver is here with us in the studio to talk more about that. Good to see you, Emma. And it's not the first time, is it, that Kevin Hart has been cancelled? What happened this time?
So this time, apparently, although the show was supposedly cancelled due to local logistical reasons, so the production company came out just a few days ago and stated that this was the reason that the show was cancelled. But this came after Egyptians and local Arabs in Cairo took to social media criticizing Kevin Hart for promoting Afrocentrism. So what Afrocentrism is the movement seeking to promote the history of Black people played throughout history towards the creation of Western civilization. In the past, they kind of brought up on social media that in the past, Kevin Hart allegedly stated that we must teach children the true history of Black Africans when they were kings in Egypt, and questioned whether or not people remember that Africans were the kings in Egypt, although the source of this claim is not known, of the video of him stating this. But this is where the criticism began. So after that rose up on social media, local Egyptians believe that he was per se blackwashing the ancient history of Egypt and wiping away the rich Arab culture that Egypt has. So that may be the reason why it was cancelled, but again, the production team is not stating that this is
They're not going for that at all. No. And of course, I've seen some analysts talk about how you can't take today's modern notions about race, as we know them, and apply them to ancient history and ethnicity and all the rest of it. But what has been the response from his team then? They're just saying no, nothing to do with it.
So there hasn't been an actual statement from their team or Kevin Hart himself yet. Again, there's no apology. He hasn't claimed that this is true. But the local community has seemed kind of happy that this show is canceled. There was a hashtag back in December that was spiraling around social media that actually became one of the top trending hashtags in Cairo and in Egypt, stating to boycott his show. So after the cancellation, people took social media by storm and kind of were happy that it was ending up being canceled. But again, it's yet to hear from Hart or his team.
Poor old Kevin Hart. He can't get a break in America or in Egypt, apparently. Is he going to be performing in other countries in the region on this tour?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he is. So actually, last night he performed in Abu Dhabi. This was his first time performing in Abu Dhabi since 2016. He is now flying to Bahrain, where he's performing tomorrow. And then after Bahrain, he's heading to Riyadh in Saudi Arabia to perform there. And those countries have not gone to social media to try to cancel him or boycott his shows. So they seem quite happy to welcome Kevin Hart.
Right, because I mean, globally, he is one of the world's biggest stars, isn't he? He's one of the most successful film producers and actors and comedians.
Yeah.
He's very popular.
Yeah, he is very popular. With that fame, though, he does invest in shows and certain films. So there's actually a animated series that is airing on Netflix soon. And this ties into the blackwashing that people are claiming that he's doing. So in this series, they actually do dive into the history of Egypt and again claim that Africans were the kings of Egypt.
So. All right, taking the race debate back a few thousand years, aren't they? All right. Okay. Well, good luck to him. Thanks very much indeed, Emma Oliver. There.